Just as a background of Dumfries and Galloway, quite a small area, but a very dispersed area. We cover over 250 miles from end to end. So it's a very wide rural area with an ageing population, a very ageing population, and we've got very limited broadband availability across quite significant parts of that region. But what we do have is a really strong communities. We have very strong community council buy-in. Where were we when we initially started? Well, I think those are just some of the influence, if you like. We started from, if I'm very honest, downgraded the website in last year, 2014. And there was no customer services strategy, there was no information how we actually could influence channel shift because we didn't have a knowledge of our customers. We hadn't any governance linked to that. We had a website that was full of information, but the wrong information. To be honest, if we hadn't actually bought in the experience of having somebody that's actually delivered channel shift before, we probably wouldn't have got as far as we've got in the last year. We have got a journey now that's really been pretty good, but we've got leadership from the very top. We've created leadership events that have been developed round about creating personas of people. So we didn't have that customer knowledge, so the only way we could do it was bring together people that were out there working in the communities and design typical people so that we could at least start from the point of understanding what those look like and how we can make them better. We used those typical people to actually challenge the directors. We had a 3-line whip, for want of a better word, from our chief exec that said, you will attend our leadership events, there's not a choice in this. Those leadership events have been really useful because what they've done is challenge the thinking. So we had people playing the parts, actors, if you like, of those personas. That worked very well. We've now got a new assessment by Socitm that put us back up to a 3-star website in a year. We have got now clear new web standards that actually have been designed to make the information about the customer, not about what the services want to see in that information. We've got an improving customer experience framework. We've got a governance structure that's round about decision making to make sure that we do the right things. We have now went to the other side of that equation. Every day if somebody knocks on my door saying, oh, we could do this by self-service. Our framework includes how we're going to support assisted delivery, how we're going to deliver face-to-face, how we're going to deliver a telephone contact in the future, what social media is going to look like for us in the future. So it's not just been about the digital and the website, it's been about the whole framework and how we deliver that. And we've got an access strategy that's pretty close to completion. It will give us the targets for the next few years. Still to do, just very basically, metrics is a real issue for us. We've got to finalise a cross-service review, which I'm leading as well, to look at customer contact and what that means. We've got a CRM review because I'm of the personal opinion that we don't certainly need the CRM system we got. It's a very heavy-based system. It's very reliant on continued improvement to it. We're looking at a much lighter system. It gives me more analytical information. We've got assisted delivery as a decision being made corporately as a way forward for us. We are in the process of buying self-service to surround that process and how we deliver it. Journey mapping and process redesign is a big issue for us. So we're looking at how we can get a partnership approach to deliver that because service reviews have identified that we personally don't have skills within our organisation to do that. We've got a call centre strategy that's been developed to look at how we make the call centre more effective. We've got a social media development plan and management in place to look at how we better use and manage social media. And we've got a transformational channel shift programme that overarches the whole of that to try and keep it together and keep all the key projects together. But most importantly for me is delivering self-service improvements for our customers. I have experienced too often myself when you go on, and I'm sure everybody sitting here will say the same, if you go onto a website and it doesn't work, you don't go back. You go somewhere else. And that somewhere else, unfortunately for us, is actually face-to-face or telephone, and more expensive somewhere else. So that's certainly where we want to be in the next couple of years.